Namaste, my darlings. Welcome to the mat and welcome back to this online coven. So my name is Bethany and I am the Yogi Witch, and thank you for allowing me into your practice as together we honor the beautiful celebration of Lammas. So Lammas is celebrated usually on the 1st or the 2nd of August, and it is the halfway point between the Summer Solstice and the Autumn Equinox. So although this is considered one of the hottest times of summer, it is also a time where we start to recognize that autumn is coming and we start to give blessings to everything that the earth has given us, to everything that we have manifested over the year so far. So in today's flow, we are going to play around with connecting with that root chakra, so really calling upon that earth element, and of course coming together as a collective coven to feel inspired, to feel healed, and to feel absolutely nourished in mind, body and soul. So this is just a quick 25-minute practice, so you can grab anything right now that you might need, maybe blocks or straps or bolsters, anything at all. But when you're ready, my darlings, I will meet you back here in just a moment so we can flow to honor Lammas. Okay, my darlings, so to begin today's flow, you're going to come to lie all the way flat on the back. So taking those legs out in front, we're going to bring the heels to either corner of the mat. Send those arms into a beautiful big T shape, starting to take up your space on the mat. As we begin to come together as a collective coven with a beautiful deep inhale through the nose. And a slow exhale all the way out. Just allowing the body to relax here on the mat, evening out the breath, and just starting to connect with your practice. And remembering that Lammas is a celebration of everything to do with the earth, a celebration of blessings. So starting to really enjoy everything that we've manifested, everything that we've worked hard to create. So this is a time of gratitude, of appreciating the blessings that you've been granted, no matter how big or how small they are. So before we go any further with today's practice, you're going to take a moment to acknowledge all the things that you're grateful for, whether that be one big thing or a few little ones, anything at all. But acknowledging these blessings either out loud or in the mind, and then saying thank you, thank you, thank you to the universe for all the beautiful things that you have in your life. Giving yourself 5 more breaths here, in through the nose and out through the nose. Beautiful. Before all together, on your next inhale, we're going to sweep those arms up and overhead, pointing those toes here, taking a gorgeous full body stretch. That belly button comes in and up the ribs. And then we're going to slide the hands and the feet over to the left hand corners of our mat, beginning to open up the right hand side of the body. Beautiful. Inhale to move through center. Exhale, slide the hands and the feet over to the right hand side. Beautiful. Inhale, we bring the body to the center before we bend the knees to keep those arms overhead. And waking up that core, pressing that lower spine to the mat, we draw the knees to the chest. And then exhale to allow those knees to fall over to the right hand side. And from here, we're going to bring those arms into a cactus shape, so bending at the elbows. Elbows and shoulders are aligned. Beautiful. Now inhale, those knees move through center. On your exhale, allow them to fall over to the left hand side. Take your gaze over to the right. Beautiful. Bringing the body to the center. Keep those arms in a T shape. We're going to relax the feet to the mat before moving to our figure of four. So taking the outside of that left ankle just below the right knee. Flexing the foot and pulling that left knee to the side. Keeping those arms where they are to open up the shoulders. We hold for 3. Hold for 2. And for 1, simply switch sides, relax left leg down, and take your figure of 4 stretch to the other side. Holding 3, 2, and 1. Relax right foot to the mat before hugging the knees into the chest, lifting the shoulders, lifting the head here, giving yourself a beautiful rock from side to side. Before we extend the legs, cross those ankles, and we're going to take one big rock to come over our knees straight away into our tabletop position. Beautiful. Adjusting my leggings. We bring the hands to the mat, and this time we're going to take those knees a little bit wider than usual. Inhaling to drop that chest, find length through the crown of the head. Exhaling to curve the spine, tuck the tailbone under. Beautiful. Keep this movement going. Inhaling to find length. Exhaling to curve. Taking it a few more times. Beautiful. Before we bring the big toes to touch, settle the hips back to the heels, slide those arms out in front and briefly come into an activated child's pose here. So pressing into the hands to lift those elbows off the mat. And as always, if that forehead is on the mat, maybe you begin to roll it from left to right, massaging the space between the eyebrows. Reminding yourself of whatever it is you found gratitude for today, no matter how big or how small it is. On your inhale, we lift the gaze. Exhale, press into those hands, roll first to tabletop, and then take those hip bones to the sky. Downward facing dog, pedaling out those legs. Beautiful. Bending one knee, bending another. Yes, before we bring the big toes to touch, on your inhale, we're going to sweep that right leg nice and high to the sky. And this time, you're going to move on to those left tippy toes if you're taking like a really deep split in your 3-legged down dog. Inhale. Exhale, step right foot outside of that right hand and pull that right arm all the way up to the sky and pull it back to open up the heart. Inhale. Exhale, release right hand to the mat. We're going to step this left foot outside of the left hand. Briefly come into kind of a wide leg, little forward fold at the top of the mat. Bending into one knee, bending into another. Beautiful. On your inhale, gaze forward to straighten that back. Yes, exhale, we're going to step back with that left leg and we're going to wiggle that right foot between the thumbs. First, we inhale all the way to high lunge. On your exhale, squeeze the ears between triceps, find that Kali Mudra and bend deeper into that front knee. Inhale. Exhale, lean over to the right hand side, holding 3, holding 2. Beautiful. Inhale, move through center, lean over to the left-hand side, holding for 3, for 2, and for 1. We move into the center, send those hands forward, and from here we're going to lower the back knee to the mat. Release the hands to frame that front foot before we wiggle right foot outside of the thumb. Pulling that right arm back to the sky, bend the back leg, and let's see if we can find our way to that bound lizard pose. Pulling into that foot, so you open up the spine. Hold 3, hold 2. On your 1, we release that left leg down, and then from here, we're going to pull the left toes over to the left-hand side. Slide, right leg behind you, bend the knee, and we find the foot here to open up the spine even more. Whoop! Ignoring my fall. Holding for 3. Holding 2. Beautiful. 1. Stretch out right leg behind you, lift left leg up to plank, and take your vinyasa. Inhale, find upward facing dog. Exhale, tuck those toes under, make your way to downward facing dog. Beautiful, bring the big toes to touch. Inhale, sweep left leg to the sky, move on to the tippy toes of that right foot. Inhale, exhale, step that right foot outside, or left foot, sorry, outside of the left hand, pull that left arm all the way to the sky and pull it all the way back. Keeping that back leg strong. Before we place left hand to the mat, step right foot outside of that right hand and then start to sit low, making movements into one knee, into another. Beautiful. Before we inhale to gaze forwards, exhale, plant the hands down, step back with that right leg, and let's wiggle that left foot between the thumbs. Inhale, lift the body into high lunge. Before we find Kali Mudra, bend deep into that front knee and wake up that solar plexus. Inhale, exhale, lean over to the left hand side. Inhale, move through center. Exhale, lean over to the right hand side. Yes, Coven. Inhale to the center. Send those hands forward and then lower the back knee to the mat. Relax the hands down to frame the front foot. We wiggle left toes outside of the mat. Pull that left arm to the sky. Again, stay here or bend the back leg to your twisted warrior, opening up the spine. Inhale. Exhale, relax hand down and then pivot right toes over to the right hand side. We slide that left leg out behind us, either stay in a full body stretch or bend the knee to find the foot and open up the hips. Holding 3. Holding 2, you've got it. And 1, reach the left leg all the way back, find your way to plank and take your vinyasa. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, hip bones come all the way to the sky. And then once again, we bring big toes to touch. Step right foot outside of the right hand, left hand follows, and again start taking, these leggings, start taking your movements from side to side. Maybe you stay a little bit lifted. Maybe you make your way into your Malasana pose by bringing the hands to touch. Lift the body. Finding that length through the spine here. It's a deep pose, so work with blocks, work with bolsters, all come out of it whenever you want. But remember, we find the lift in the chest. Maybe you close the eyes. 3 more breaths. Beautiful. 2 more breaths. Yes, before we inhale, Exhale, send the hands to the mat, extend the legs and make yourself find your way into your forward fold, taking hold of the elbows and just relaxing the body here. On your inhale, we gaze forwards. Exhale, bend the knees, roll the body all the way up to standing. Reach those arms up and overhead, full body stretch. Before we bring the hands to prayer and we bring the legs a little bit closer. Giving yourself a moment to set your roots, give yourself the space. Before we start to shift our way into that right leg, finding that beautiful core engagement, connect with the earth beneath you. Remember, we've come together as a coven to celebrate Lammas, to celebrate the beauty of the earth. So shifting your weight to that right leg, you're going to start to lift that leg all the way behind, flexing that foot and start to make your way into your flying warrior. Knowing you're more than welcome to sweep those arms down by your side. To go even further, maybe you test yourself by bending that back leg. Holding 3, holding 2, and 1. Whoop, step back with that left leg and find your way to warrior 2, rolling those shoulders away from the ears. Bend deep into that front knee. Inhale, my darlings. Exhale, extend the front leg. Make your way to a Trikonasana pose, pulling back on that top arm to open up the heart. Inhale. Exhale, transition your way to reverse warrior. Right arm floats up and overhead, left arm down the leg. Beautiful. Before we roll back into our warrior 2, hands frame that front foot, lower the back knee down. Yes, keep the left hand down. We pull the right arm all the way up to the sky. Inhale. Exhale, left toes over to the left hand side. Slide the right leg behind you and make your way into that gorgeous hip opener here. Really finding your balance. Holding 3. You've got it. Holding 2. And 1. Extend the right leg behind you. Find your way, beautiful, to your plank. And take your vinyasa. Inhale, upward dog, darlings. Exhale, bend the knees. Hip bones come to the sky. Downward facing dog. We gaze between the thumbs. Step right foot outside of the right hand. Step left foot outside of the right hand. Find your way into your Malasana, modifying as much as you need. Just those leggings if you need. They're always a nightmare. But finding length through the crown of the head. Three more breaths. Remember, if it gets too much, come out of it, my darlings. Always modify the flow to your practice. Inhale. Exhale, send those hands forward. Lift the hip bones to the sky and find your way to your forward fold. Relaxing that body down. On your inhale, we gaze forwards. Beautiful. Exhale, bend the knees, roll the body all the way up to standing, finding those arms up and overhead to a full body stretch. Before we bring hands to heart center, shuffle the legs a little bit closer. Whew. We shift our weight to the left leg. Taking your time, finding anything that you need to help you. We start to send the right leg all the way behind us to flying warrior. Remember, stay here or bend that back leg. Holding 5, 4, 3, 2, one. Step back with as much modification as you need into your warrior two. Roll those shoulders away from the ears. Inhale. Exhale, Trikonasana. Right left hand glides down, left leg, right arm all the way to the sky. Inhale. Exhale, gently transition to reverse warrior. Open up the side body. Roll back, warrior two. And then frame the hands to the mat. Frame that front foot, lower the back knee down. We pull that left arm to the sky. Send right foot over to the right hand side, and you know where we're going. Slide left leg out behind you. Bend the knee, find the foot, and open up those hips. Yes, you've got it. Holding 3. Holding 2. Holding 1. Release left leg behind you. Transition your way to your final vinyasa. Lower through. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, this time bring the big toes to touch. Take the knees a little bit closer as we slide the arms down by our side, making our way into our child's pose here. Giving yourself a moment just to catch your breath. Maybe those legs are on fire. Maybe you're feeling alive. You're feeling like you're glowing. However you might be feeling right now, let's give ourselves a moment of acknowledgement for coming to the mat, for coming together as a coven, and for taking time out to take care of ourselves. Mind, body, soul. Keeping those knees close to one another, we bring the hands to the mat and gently roll the body into our hero's pose, rolling those shoulders in one direction, rolling those shoulders in another. Taking any kind of neck movements that you need. Before giving yourself a few moments of peace and of quiet, remember, if you'd like to take your Shavasana lying down, you're always welcome to, or you can stay in a hero's pose with me. No right or wrong answers. It is whatever calls to you. Whatever your body needs. But finding a moment of stillness, feeling grateful to our mind, to our bodies, to the coven, and to all the blessings that we have in our life as we honour the gorgeous day of Lammas. And if you'd like to take longer in your Shavasana, my darlings, please do so, knowing that I'm sending so much love, so much magic, and so much Lammas blessings from my mat to yours, thanking you for meeting me here. If you're happy to come out, then from wherever you are, taking your time, you're going to make your way in to a comfortable seated position, bringing the hands to prayer and heart center. Closing this practice as a coven with a beautiful deep inhale. And a slow exhale. all the way out, bowing low with gratitude to ourselves, to the coven, and to Mother Earth for all the blessings that she's given us over the year. Thanking you so much, my darlings, for joining me on the mat today as we celebrate the beautiful day of Lammas. And I truly hope that this day brings you so much joy and so much blessings, all the blessings that you desire and all the blessings that you deserve. So you can pair this Lammas flow with a journaling session that I do also have on my YouTube channel. So just kind of 5 minutes of journaling prompts that you can use just to connect with the power of gratitude, just to start figuring out what it is you're looking for as we move into autumn. So you can find that over on my YouTube channel. But thanking you for joining me here today. Don't forget, I do upload 3 free flows a week on my YouTube channel, and I also do have a brand new membership area called the Autumn Coven, where we celebrate all sorts of things with hour-long flows, a beautiful community, and it's just a good time, really. So you can find out more information about that below. But thanking you so much, my darlings, and I look forward to seeing you again here soon. Blessed be.